The thing I'm most nervous about is having my hair poof out if it gets too short. Hi, I'm Zippy, and today I'm getting the big curl chop. But before you see my transformation, subscribe below. I guess my hair history has mostly been a lot of long hair, but I did cut it right before I started college, so it was about shoulder length. And in college, I did experiment with some colors, so I did purple, dark blue, and then this was red before it faded out. I've always wanted to go to a curly specialist, but the price point and timing just never quite worked out.
My name is Irinel de León. I'm a celebrity hairstylist and curly hair advocate based out of Los Angeles, California. I think I'm best known for curly hair, providing tips for curly hair, but also a lot of my celebrity work as well. I feel like there's been an increase in the amount of women that go for it, and that is the most liberating thing you can do, is embrace your natural texture.
Hi, I'm Irinel.
Hi, Zippy.
Nice to meet you.
What are we doing today?
Doing a chop.
How much do you want to take off, do you think?
Probably like around 10 inches.
10 inches, okay.
Let's
That's
do
a
it.
pretty substantial amount, and I'm super excited for this transformation. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Since we're cutting off a lot of Zippy's hair, the first step is I created a ponytail, I braided it, and then I used the clipper to remove a bulk of the length of the hair.
All right, we're doing it. Here's your hair.
Oh my God.
The second step will be to cut the perimeter of the hair with my shears. This just creates the length that we're trying to achieve, and in addition to just evening everything out. The next step will be to create layers in the hair using my fingers and my shears. So just kind of lifting it up and cutting it as I go, just to make sure it has the appropriate shape that we're looking for.
I'm gonna go in and use a spray bottle and wet all her hair. You always want the hair to be extremely wet when you're applying product to curly hair. This ensures that you're getting frizz-free curls and they're extremely defined and they're doing the best that they can. Curly hair is incredibly complex, so it's important that you go to someone that actually knows what they're doing, understands the science behind textures.
That's a funky brush.
This is a curly hairbrush.
Whoa.
Actually, it's incredible.
Next, I'm gonna follow with the Ouidad Take Shape Plumping and Defining Cream. This works incredibly well for anyone with medium to thicker textures.
I'm using this to provide our hair with all the hydration that it needs, and I'm applying this in sections. So I'm starting at the nape of the neck, making sure it is saturated with water. I'm raking the product through with my fingers, and then I'm taking a Denman brush and I'm brushing it through the hair, through each section. I'm grabbing it at the root, shaking it, and also scrunching. When you scrunch, you should always be hearing it. This ensures that you're getting extremely frizz-free curls. The next step will be to take the Out of Thin Air Volumizing Jelly by Ouidad, and I'm using probably about a quarter size on Zippy's hair. I want to make sure that her ends are extremely hydrated and gives it that bounce that it needs, especially after the haircut. Once I'm done, I'm going to take a microfiber towel. I'm just squeezing a little bit of it out to make sure that it's not dripping wet, and it also enhances the natural texture. Next, I'm going to follow with the Dyson Supersonic Blow Dryer with the diffuser attachment. I'm going to go in and begin to diffuse Zippy's hair on low speed and low heat. A pro tip will be, when you're diffusing, make sure you're utilizing the prongs inside the diffuser. So those little sticks that you see inside the diffuser are actually meant to lift the hair from the root to ensure that the hair doesn't stick to the actual scalp. Now that the hair is dry, you'll notice that there are clumps in the curls. I'm gonna go in with a little of the Ouidad Revive and Shine Dry Oil Mist, And I'm gonna spray a little bit on my fingertips and I'm gonna start to declump the curls. To finish, I'm gonna go in with a pick to make sure that you're getting a little extra body.
Okay, open your eyes.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. There's so much
I know,
volume.
so different, right?
Yeah. I loved working with Irinel. She really understood what I wanted and also what my hair needed.
This is basically like 10, 11 inches off your hair. I feel like you just got rid of your old life.
Yeah, I'm a
This is
new
your-
woman.
Seeing Zippy's reaction in the mirror is what I think I always aspire to see when I'm working on any kind of client. That is one of the biggest reasons that I love my job the most, is to make a positive impact on someone else and make a change to have them look and feel a little bit more confident.
My hair definitely feels more energized. It's not as dry and it feels healthy again. Getting the big curl chop definitely felt empowering and also really freeing. I think having long hair is definitely a security blanket, and cutting it off was kind of like a fresh start. Thank you for watching Refinery29. To watch more videos, click here, and to subscribe, click here.